So let's go ahead and award some experience. Since last session, there was this awkward period of time when Discord crashed before anybody remembered that we could push a button and talk using Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I want to address and put some of my players in the hot seat here, Riot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I gotta get my
Good.
notes up here. Okay.
And Liberation,
What's up?
neutral good.
Yeah.
You guys dabbled in a little bit of premeditated murder last
A little
session.
bit, yeah.
A little bit. You got your dicks wet with some premeditated murder. So,
Are we on notice?
Riot, I kind of want to just give you the pass on this one because you
I
are
knew
an
the guy was a
anarchist,
slaver.
right? You are an anarchist. And it wasn't your idea to leave him dead. You were like playing the trickster, and then the trick kind of got out of hand. But I'm still gonna ask, how does Riot jive the premeditated murder with her good alignment?
I think a lot of it comes back to the fact that she knew this guy was a slaver. If Liberation had come up to her and said, "Hey, I need you to kill this guy," or I say, "I need you to make this guy your victim instead of who you were going to do, and don't ask me any questions," it would have gone differently.
Okay.
But when he came up to her and said, "Hey, I need this guy to be dead and stay dead," he was one of the slavers that he was involved in that ring that we took apart. Riot was like, "Oh yeah, this guy, he's going down."
Yeah, F that a-hole.
Yeah.
So in your alignment notes I have, must be as mercurial as the waves. I took that to mean that's her chaotic aspect of her alignment. Does that also include occasionally one must commit acts of evil in order to maintain good? Because couch it however you want. Premeditated murder is an act of evil.
Sure.
Was this a one-off thing, or is this part of Riot's philosophy? Sometimes you have to do something that evil in order to, in this case, punish wrongdoing.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Riot's totally happy with the way it went down, because I think when it comes to something like that, in Riot's view, you want, for maximum effect for something like that, it has to be public. It has to be like, this guy died, and I want everyone to know why.
Okay.
But right now, she's not totally happy with it because nobody was deterred as a result of her actions. You know, this was maybe a killing for good reason, but like it could have there could have been a public element to it that there just wasn't.
So premeditated murder is fine as long as it's committed on the Jumbotron at the Yankee. Okay.
Well, otherwise, how
Liberation.
Do you
I don't have anything at all in your alignment notes at all that suggests that you're down with premeditated murder. So let's hear it.
It's basically a crime of opportunity that Liberation would probably, once he has time to be alone with his own thoughts, he's going to feel very, 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 very terrible about what he's done.
Well, let's call it what it is, because it is murder, but it's vigilante justice. It's Liberation taking not the law but punishment into his own hands.
Can I ask something? Is Liberation okay with it because he wasn't actually the guy who killed him? Riot was. Liberation just made sure that he didn't come back.
No, Liberation is well aware of what his actions were, and that he totally would be like, if the law came back to him, he would totally take responsibility for it.
I have a question. How does this jive with your faction beliefs? Was this guy irredeemable? There's no way to bring him back?
That was my next question as well. Because not only are you neutral good, but you are a member of the Godsmen, and one of the fundaments of the Godsman philosophy is there is potential in all things. Was this man without redemption, without potential?
By robbing others of being able to explore their potential, that's where Liberation has his beef with slavery.
So when Liberation and Riot orchestrated this man's murder, which was on the invitation, he knew there was a chance he would be murdered going to the party.
It's on him, really.
Like, in Liberation's mind, what is this man reincarnated as when he comes back? What is his next life?
Probably some kind of life of toil. So a lot of very little gain to be had at the very little to be gained.
Like breaking rocks in Gehenna or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And so does Liberation feel pleased to have sent him there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was my favorite thing about the party, by the way, is that everyone knew that someone was going to die, but I guarantee you every person at that party thought, oh, well, it's not going to be me, of course.
It's not going to be me.
All right. As for experience, I only gave 3 blips last week. We didn't get around to awarding blips either, so let's real quick, based on 2-week-old memories of everything that happened, let's go ahead and award our creative, assist, badass, and intangibles, and let's do it in less than 5 minutes.
Can I nominate myself for assist because of the pushing for more information about the Phlogiston?
Sure.
I don't remember anything I did.
Me either.
Yeah, it's.
I don't have any notes that say who gets blips for some reason. I should
Can
have.
I nominate myself for Ghost Blip because I'm pretty?
Actually, I would say Nath for party assist because he also did that, and I could put myself forward for badass for just completely knocking over the Sensorium.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should get it for that.
That just leaves.
I was thinking about putting
intangibles.
Riot forward for assist just because she went out and bought all the stuff that you guys needed to get aboard that ship.
That is also true.
So Nath for assist or Riot for assist?
Remind me what Nath did. I mean, I might vote for Nath. I just don't remember what
Nath researched the Phlogiston.
Okay.
We've given enough research blips. He likes research anyway. He's a wizard. Riot hates buying things.
So that leaves creative and intangibles.
How about Kelian for creative for Styxwater?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All
And
right.
then intangibles.
Who hasn't got one yet?
Me.
Nath and Mahogany don't have one.
Fight over it.
I don't remember. Neither of us remember what happened, so.
I'm sure I told at least one good joke. Let's all pretend that it was funny.
We do that every week, Nodal.
What did
I
Nath
know.
do?
Why
Well, you
stop
don't
now?
remember what Nath did last week. I don't remember what Nath did last week either.
I mean, I know I came
remember-
up with a plan to kill some Illithids and get them on the ship.
Oh, what was it?
I do like.
I was the one who fucking discoursed with that druid boy. Because I managed. Because I was talking to him in language.
Ryan was,
got your
Ryan
boot
was talking to
shot.
Minakwan.
I
Yeah,
was
you
talking
got
to
your
him
boot
about
shot. You
We
got
had
your
several
boot
people
shot.
talking to that guy.
Um,
I'm gonna roll a dice, and that's who I'll vote for.
For your intangibles.
I call odds.
Alright, I guess
vote-
Mahogany gets the
I guess-
intangibles.
I guess.
Extremely intangible random dice rolling.
All right, here's your award for 2 weeks ago. Then, Riot. You got the assist blip. I gave you Bupkis. Liberation.
Mm-hmm.
You got the badass, and I awarded you your flaw. I never enter a room without backup, presumably for your work in the Sensorium.
Yeah, blips are what, 1,500?
1,500, yes. Kelian. I awarded you your faction blip. I forget why, but I did award it to you. You have the creative blip, and I awarded you your flaw, too. So something very sexy must have happened.
Oh, because
Oh, because he was.
He's trying to get into...
he's trying to woo Aris.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And also he was like, he was like, I'm going to pay Lady Lagris in 500 or 500,000 pieces of copper.
No,
or
he
whatever.
didn't. He didn't do that.
You did. You backed off of that.
Yeah. Next
Backing
month.
off. It's the coward's
Next
way.
month will be silver, and then it'll be copper, and then we can fight.
And Mahogany has the intangibles blit, but I didn't award you or Nath anything last session.
Okay.
So that's going to bring us into this session. Now, the plan was the gnomish whelk that you're riding on. You filled up its hold with all kinds of trade goods.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Captain Bribus is the head of this gnomish whelk. Do I have a list of the stuff you put in the hold? I guess it doesn't matter except for the Styx water. But you made it worth your while. Filling up the hold of the
I have
ship.
a list of stuff.
Okay. However, they can use illusion magic to kind of cloak their ship from the Illithids. The Illithids do not have good tools for dealing with arcane magic, but they in no terms will engage this ship in combat. They don't have the guns on their ship. The Illithid dreadnought does have guns. Well, not guns, like giant ballistas kind of things that they fire instead. But they'll get you close enough that you can teleport over to the boarding deck of the dreadnought. So what is the plan with this Styx water? What are we going to do with that? You've got how many barrels of it?
We've got one, because me and Kelian were only willing to get one.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, who was it? It was me and Nath, actually.
Yeah. I don't know what the plan was.
Nope.
I mean, we
feel
sure
like
have it.
if Mahogany was involved, there was probably no plan.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
All right.
I'm reflexively scrunching here.
I'm gonna need us to carry this barrel, but it's gonna be good. I promise.
Well, you can take the barrel with you when you teleport over. I don't see
Yeah.
any. I don't see any need to complicate that at all. As long as
Yeah.
Who's our teleport?
Let's.
That would be me.
Okay.
So
So
now
here's a question.
Yeah.
Are we planning to take over the ship? Because I only can teleport us once, which doesn't give us a way back. So if our plan isn't take over the ship completely and bring it back alongside the whelk, we need a new plan.
You could always prepare a scroll.
I'll
Yeah,
take
we're gonna
my
have
ship.
some travel time, right?
Can we
What are
plane
the rules
shift
for
here?
scrolls in this edition?
We didn't have any, so we made some up last.
I don't have the scroll rules from last campaign. I forgot about that.
Yeah, let me pull them up here.
Let me find them.
Do we use the same rules as like a wizard uses writing their spell book? I think that might
It's
be
something similar to that, yeah. I think we abstracted it with just a GP cost, like 25 per spell level or something silly, plus the components for the spell. Let's just call it that for now.
Okay, that's the cost of scribing a spell that is your specialty. So that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll go ahead and knock some money out of the party loot and make 2 scrolls of teleport
Okay.
during the downtime. That'll simplify things a lot. And now I have to look at my spell list again because I actually have a 7th level slot to work with.
Oh, that's messed up, huh?
So Mahogany's quote plan end quote is we're teleporting over with this barrel. Do you have anything beyond that, or is that as far as it goes?
That's as far as it goes for now.
Excellent.
I'm going to pull
But I'm
Nath
sure I'll
aside.
come up with something when it's appropriate.
Very
I'm
good.
going to pull Nath aside and say, "Hey, look, man. I know you. You don't like Illithids, right? And I seem to remember you saying that your first plan is to assume that there is a conspiracy, but the step after that is like also remember you saying that you guys would just drop in on these guys, wreck their faces in a matter of seconds, and then vanish, right? So why
Scry
aren't we
and
doing
try
that?
is what they like to call it. That's pretty much what we are doing. I'm going to cast a divination spell once we're within a mile of their ship. I'm going to use it to find a suitable landing point. We're going to pop in, blow as many of them up as possible. But honestly, I mean, the thing is, if we can kill all of them, we just take the ship, and that's preferable.
We only need to kill 8 of them, but we need to know which 8.
I'm going to kill as many Mind Flayers as the opportunity presents.
Right, but there are 8 in specific we need to kill.
Well, why don't we just kill all the Mind Flayers
I like this man's style.
and then not worry about it?
What
I
I'm saying
can't
is
argue with
there's
that
something.
logic.
No, but no, I can. There's something in between what you're saying and what you're saying. We kill as many as we can, then go. And you're saying we'll kill them all. Well, maybe we can't kill them all. Maybe we do have to kill as many as we can and then go. But before we go, there are 8 in specific we need to kill.
All right, I have a question for you, Riot.
Yeah.
Do you know how to recognize 8 different Illithids?
Nope.
Let's kill them all.
Again, I like this man's style.
That's cipher
Is
logic
it-
for you.
Is it really bad that I can't argue with this cipher? Liberation literally says that with Mahogany and Riot in the same room, like during this conversation.
Yeah, don't feel bad. No one can ever argue with a cipher.
For what it's worth, Illithids have considerable mental psionic defenses, but physically they're not. They're formidable, but lightning bolts, fireballs, ice storms, that sort of thing, they don't have any specific defenses against if they're not prepared for it. So focus on hitting them physically as hard as you can.
So don't worry about messing with their minds, is what you're saying.
I would.
Don't bother with that stuff.
Their minds are formidable. I'm not preparing any spells that target willpower.
Alright.
In
Fair
addition, Nath, you would know firsthand, having combated Illithids on many occasions, their main threat is probably whatever army of thralls they have. They'll have some number of brainwashed slaves who will fight and die for them before they
Right.
even enter the fray.
Those your mental spells might be useful on. A lot of the time, their minds aren't much more than goo.
Great. I can work with goo. Present company accepted, of course, you said looking at mom.
No insult taken.
I don't imagine Mahogany's brain is goo. I imagine it like a whirlwind filled with flowers and sand.
Where's the party loot so I can subtract the teleport scrolls?
We don't actually have a unified party loot. Everybody has their own.
I've got, listen, you can take it out of mine. I've got, what do I got?
It's 350
350 what?
gold.
Okay. What do I have in the raffle? I have no idea. Well, I've got 350 gold, so I'll take that out.
That's gone now.
Yeah.
Money that Mahogany will never know existed.
Right. Oh, and one detail, Liberation, that I should have gone over last week. Maybe you already know. Maybe you're smarter than I'm giving you credit for. You were given a +1 hand axe. That
Yeah.
+1 only works on Sigil. Anywhere outside of Sigil, you lose the +1, but it remains a magical weapon
Well, okay then.
because it was forged in Sigil.
What was it?
Also, we all have uncomfortable lead hats,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Just,
I also have the bracer of Speak with Mahogany. So,
of course you fucking do.
You're attuned to the bracer, speak with Mahogany.
oh, I totally am.
That was the deal. So I have a question real quick. If it's a +1 Sigillian hand axe, does that mean it has just dumb spikes poking out of it everywhere?
It actually doesn't have any adornments to note of any adornments of note at all. Specifically because the organization that the barrier works for, who gave Liberation the axe, doesn't like to draw attention to himself.
That's dumb.
So it looks
Makes
like
sense.
kind of a boring hand axe that you'd buy, like a dime a dozen kind of thing. But it does have that enchantment on it. It's so it counts as a magical weapon, and it can break through chains, shackles, etc.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
What about mental chains and shackles? Can we get metaphorical with this slaver hand axe?
That's up to Liberation. We'll see what he tries with it.
Just cut through their neck. Their shackles are broken.
Yeah.
So Nath, you're going to use a divination when you get into range, and you are told that you're inside of that range. They have put up their illusion shield. And if they get much closer to this dreadnought, they're not going to be able to see through the illusion, but the risk they run is that the Illithids will be able to sense their minds, even from such a great range. So if you're going to do a divination, now's the time.
Well, they only need to bring me within a mile, so I'll cast Clairvoyance.
Okay.
Targeting the topmost deck of their ship, roughly, kind of just that area.
The topmost deck of their ship is literally this squid thing.
Well, it's outside, though, right?
Yes, it is.
So,
This
yeah,
is the outer
sorry,
level.
what I meant was one level below, like the topmost, like, actual sealed component deck.
Also consider that that we have the Phlogiston and it's a
Yeah, I
vacuum.
wasn't trying to go outside. When I meant deck, I meant, like, on the Enterprise.
Okay, let me see if I can get the right
Command deck.
stuff off of here. That wasn't right.
I
It's gotta
saw
be this
everything.
one.
It was too late.
Oh, I see what
You'll
the
forget
problem
it.
is. Okay, I've got one layout on my screen and a totally different layout in tabletop here.
Nice.
Because I'm a wonderful man. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you've placed your clairvoyance here, basically. This would be just inside of the outer shell. And is it invisible?
It's a scrying sensor, so it's invisible, I believe, to normal vision.
See invisible makes it like an orb, glowing orb.
Invisible sensor, yep.
Okay.
And there are no creatures on that deck?
Oh, there are creatures indeed. This deck here,
Mhm.
this looks to be essentially the captain's level, the command level. And you do see an Illithid captain flanked by 2 of his lieutenants overseeing the flight of the ship. There's no wall around this little section here. This is open to the area below, which you can see down here. So this little circle is a ladder that connects here, and it also climbs upward into the snail creature on top of the ship. This section here, this circular section, this would be the bridge level. This is where, glancing down with your clairvoyance, you see some Illithid officers down there working, along with some number of thralls. The thralls they're brainwashed humanoids, predominantly human and Githyanki. And their eyes are just glazed and milked over, which just tells you their brains are gone. There's nothing home. They exist only to carry out menial labor amongst the ship, and as basically a wall of meat between them and any boarding party. This bridge level is also open to the level below. You can see straight down. But you don't have a good view of it from up above the command chair here. So that's what you see immediately.
I can move the sensor 30 feet per round, and the spell lasts for 10 minutes, so I'll go up the ladder first.
Up the ladder. That's when you see...
Describe that to the group as I'm concentrating on moving the sensor.
That's what you get here. The inside of the squid monster on top of the dreadnought. And currently this room is empty, but it looks like... Make me a intelligence check. You can do this intelligence history and... Yeah, just intelligence history. You're familiar with Illithids, but you're not familiar with these kinds of ships.
My history bonus is +5, so that'd be 16.
Okay. Illithids, their entire society, they're known to be very paranoid creatures. They like building on contingency after contingency. It looks like this is a room that the captain or one of the officers could retreat into and then physically seal off from the ship, but continue to control everything below them using psionics.
Okay.
it looks like it would be difficult to breach into this room. The only entrance seems to be the ladder going down to the command level.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
So we keep them from going in there. Got it.
Let's move the sensor down and then down the stair if there's nothing, down the ladder and down the stair and get a look at the lower decks.
Okay. So you're physically going down the ladder, you're not just descending through the center of the...
Oh, is there not... This isn't, sealed,
No,
is it?
this is all open to the
Yeah,
wall.
okay, I'll just send it down then. That's fine.
Right. Below that, you see this level. And this is all open. This is, kind of the main level of the ship. So this staircase here actually winds all the way around the deck, like a spiral pattern, and connects over here. So that's the one predominant vertical feature. You just got this long stairway with a short banister on either side, circling all the way up and around. Lots of fun stuff on this level, man. So this here, number 3, this corresponds with the outside deck here of the ship. This would be where, if the Illithids were going to board another ship, this is where they would mass and do it from. You see weapons all around this level. Huge ballistas that are able to be fired pretty much from any area of the ship. All those sections there. You see lots of thralls and only a couple of Illithids here. You were told by the captain that a ship like this could man easily 50 or 60 people. And it looks like the majority of those are thralls. The Illithid contingent here is actually rather small. So far, you've only counted 5 or 6.
Okay.
The center
five
of
or
this room.
6?
Let's see.
Sorry, I would be counting because I need
Captain,
to find these 8.
2 lieutenants, the 4 officers above, and then you see 1 Illithid down here tending to the pool in the center here. So that's what this center area is a large psionically charged pool, inside of which you see no small number of essentially Illithid tadpoles.
Yep.
Their larval form being fed the psychic energies of their victims. And then you've got also a set of stairs going down to the next level, and these blue areas here are again open to the floor below.
Let's keep going down.
So I might just be Nath rubbing off on me, but all we have is Duke Granstarius' word that he didn't know anything about this. I mean, for all we know, he could be collaborating with these guys to get rid of us.
Could be.
Yeah, but we need to kill them anyway, so who cares?
This is the cargo level. Going down. So these stairs here... we would have come down the second, so you don't see those stairs there. You see the doorway. Lots of stairs. These 4 sets go down to the level below. And then coming all the way around this stair connects to the level above, or you can levitate up and down through the open area. And then these rooms are all closed off behind doors.
I'll just keep going. Is there a path down from here still or not?
Yeah, 4 paths.
Four
There's
paths
4 sets of stairs here.
Oh, those stairs are still down. Yep, let's just keep going, looking down.
Which one?
Let's go ahead and go with this one.
Bear with me just 1 second. It's so nice having my spell cards app back. I didn't have it on Wednesday running Tomb of Horrors. It was a pain in the butt.
I'm so looking forward to Beyond being released. I use it for everything.
Do you use it to butter your toast?
Absolutely. Butters my bread all night.
Nodal, does it ever keep you awake at night trying to figure out which of the 2 of us is the bigger smartass?
Constantly, at least for me anyway.
I don't know who won that little exchange we just had. All right, Nath. Going down that stairwell, you very briefly see from the clairvoyance You very briefly see a doorway of iron bars guarded by 2 Githyanki thralls. And then your clairvoyance blinks away. You're not sure what happened.
Dispelled or warded.
But that would have been on this level of the ship somewhere.
Okay. Let me ask you one last thing. Does my Dispel magic work against a Psionic Dominate?
It will not.
Okay.
As per the rules as written, it would, but at the beginning of this campaign, because McDohl originally played a Githzerai, I wanted to make sure we separated magic and psionics, and I'll probably do that in every D&D game I play from now on, just because I'm a 2nd edition grognard. But no, magic and psionics are 2 different origins of powers. So psionics can emulate magic. In fact, the Illithid's stat block in the monster manual basically just gives them spells, but they're not magic, they're psionics.
But presumably, if we can't dispel their shit, they're going to have a hard time dispelling our shit.
Exactly, and that's what the gnomes told you as much. They have... that's how they're able to get their ship so close to them, cloaked just in illusion magic, to make it look like they're invisible. If they were to pass by, say, an elven ship, they'd be able to see through it immediately, because elves are completely magical. They'd have one guy stationed up there with see invisibility, with a telescope, and he'd be able to spot you. But yeah, arcane magic is definitely one of their weak points. Because arcane magic is seen as an abomination among the Illithids. Practicing it is seen... It's a good way to get you exiled from Illithid society.
Good thing we don't want to join Illithid society.
I like my magic.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like casting spells. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so what do you guys think?
That looks pretty good.
I would say we should probably teleport directly into their escape pod, except that might be warded.
My plan for the escape pod is that if any of them goes up there, it's going to turn into a pod of horrible insects.
So do we want to start on the bridge?
Bridge sounds good.
The bridge level is... I color-coded the levels, so you can kind of see the cross-section of the ship here.
Okay.
And then you can...
My worry based on what you've told us is that if we start on the bridge, we've got 4 of the Illithids right there. We've got 3 above and 1 below. We're going to get pincered by Illithids. And that's not a good place to be.
So what's this?
That's the bridge. This is the sub command deck.
Yeah. So this is where he saw the captain over here, the yellow part on 1. If you look at the cross section, you just see it as like a tiny platform at the top of the ship. Mm-hmm. And then the green section, this is like the bridge proper. This is where the officers are stationed, and they command the ship both by psionics and by being able to oversee the entire lower level from up here.
We could start at the bottom, kill a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, you bring us up here, I can have a lot of fun with that central pool.
I mean, my only concern with that is it gives 6 Illithids potentially shooting gallery on us. I'd rather be right in their faces, but if that's what you want to do, Riot.
You want to be right in an Illithid's face?
Yes.
You're the expert, I guess. I don't want my brain sucked out today.
They won't live long enough for that.
I don't want my brain sucked out any day.
That's happened to Mahogany
I tried
before.
that one.
Yeah, it was not fun.
It'll take them a few seconds to get your brain out, whereas if we're some distance away from them, they're simply just going to mind blast all of us until we're...
Right, I promise you. If you get your brain sucked out, I won't let a Doomguard resurrect you.
Thank you. Alright, well, you've seen it all. You're the expert on Vital Illithid, so... Put us where you see best.
Alright, everyone...
I got plans for that safe room, I got plans for that pool. I'm good wherever.
So who is wrapping their arms around the stick barrel when you guys teleport?
Oh, I've already been Styxed once. I'll do it. I'll be the perfect cipher.
I kind of don't feel like there would be a lot of difference in Mahogany being Styxed and Mahogany as we know him now. It's not like he ever learns anything. Kind of the party motto.
Nath, everything you've seen is a valid teleport target.
Anyone want to do anything before I cast this spell? I'll pull out the scroll.
Riot figures probably couldn't hurt to put up mirror images before we go. Right before we go, I guess. Before stuff jumps off.
I'll cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
Get 5 10.
10.
Oh, we might want to flee. I'll put Longstrider on all of us.
What's
That's
that
easy
do?
enough. 10 feet of movement. You have 10 feet movement
Okay.
more.
Is that concentration?
No.
Okay.
Just looking up a potion of growth.
And it lasts for an hour, so there's no way it's going to last shorter than this entire thing.
Per the enlarged spell, which means I need the player's handbook.
No, you need to get the spell app.
Thinking if I want to chug that right now. Does it last for 1d4 hours? Yeah. Yeah, double in size in all dimensions.
Disagree.
Weight multiplied by 8. Go to large size.
With it on the bridge, in addition to the captain.
He said he had 2 Linton tons with him on the bridge.
Yeah, I think all these pink ones are the Illithids, right?
Yeah, I'm getting them all in right now.
Okay.
Strength check, save strength. Yeah, sure. I thinking chugging the a potion of growth might be a thing.
And you went down here. Where there's only one guard. And then you saw the one guard down there by the iron doors.
Yeah.
So
Get a Yankee thrall.
these pink ones, or the purple ones, are the Illithids. The blue ones are some of their thralls. So the thralls are almost entirely humanoids, either humans or Githyankies. Probably an elf, 1 or 2 for good measure. But they have the same stat block either way. And according to Nath, these people are irredeemable. Their brains are gone. The Illithids have their tentacled faces all up in their grill. They have no personality or mind of their own anymore.
Okay.
So these 6 manning the outer ring here, they're all manning the ballistas to fire. The mechanisms of which you people know absolutely nothing about.
So those ballistas could easily turn inside and fire at us?
Probably not. These are
Okay.
designed to shoot projectiles
Items.
at other ships.
Okay, just making sure.
Hey, Brick.
Yeah.
While these guys come up with whatever they want to do you want me to give you a warning on what spell I'm planning to cast so that you can prepare something?
Aim it to me.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's preserve the mystery.
Yeah.
If I use this potion of growth, I will be huge and fat, so I will be taking up more space than I normally do.
Actually, I think what Riot's going to do instead of casting Mirror Image is just cast Greater Invisibility herself.
Greater
Okay.
invisibility?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look up this spell that Nodal's casting real quick.
Yeah.
That was the wrong spell.
Oh, nope, sorry. Mirror Image is better, because Greater Invisibility is concentration. I'm going to be casting lots of concentration spells. So, no point to that.
If nobody has any, if nobody has any compelling reason why I shouldn't enlarge myself, then I will, and I need
No,
to be
sounds good.
blown up.
They actually have a hard time eating the brains of larger creatures.
That sounds perfect.
I have a
hard to
harder
get the
time
tentacles up there.
eating larger things, too.
Yeah.
So Brookroad,
They,
make me.
they should grow teeth.
I changed from medium to large size.
You're
when that
still only going
happens.
to take up a 5-foot square. So.
Okay then. Oh, I want to be bigger.
Dude, I've been a lot bigger than large, and he hasn't let me enlarge my thing.
All right,
Took me
so-
becoming a freaking whale.
I gotta bring up my notes from last session here.
Get advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
I mean,
Don't know how. I don't know. Yeah,
you can have advantage in saving throws whenever you want.
yeah, but it doesn't have to be for strength. I also get it. I also squeeze out an extra D4 damage on that.
Gross.
I'm
Mahogany.
assuming if
Yeah.
What level of spell is Longstrider, since you've already cast that one?
I cast it as a level 1 and 2 level 2s.
Which one do you cast first?
Level 1.
Okay. And you go to cast the spell. And as you do, you feel for a moment the same spark that you felt inside of Jade Bull's maze. The sensation that I don't need Lou to cast this spell. So you have a
That's
choice. Do you cast it on your own, or do you cast it as per normal with Lou's guidance as you're used to?
Fuck it. I mean, try something new is the entirety of Lou's belief system.
Okay.
So I'll do it on my own.
Okay. And
He can help me out with the fun shit.
now I need calc.exe.
and this is where Mahogany becomes a god.
That's
Quite.
no one wants that.
No, no, no.
And do you do the same thing with the next two spells?
Oh yeah, Longstrider's boring. I'll do that on my own. That one that I sent to you, that's the one that Lou gets to know about. That's the
Oh, you haven't. Don't worry. You haven't cast that one yet.
yeah.
okay.
That one's just for him.
Here's my ruling on that spell, by the way, because it doesn't say that you. It says you just conjure the thing.
Oh fuck.
But if you cast it using a higher level, I'll let you use whatever materials you want at hand.
Yeah. Because the Conjure Elemental one, you pick one.
That it sounds like it sounds like shit's gonna get real fucked. So that's
It's gonna get real fucked.
All right. Anything else before you guys teleport into this madness?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Let's roll some initiative.
All right.
Oh, what? What'd you have?
He just asked.
Yeah, do you want to do anything, Kelian?
Whatever.
Dude, what do you want to do? Tell us. We're all down with you doing cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, we're totally like, we're not going into this unprepared in any possible way.
Yeah.
And we just like cool shit.
All right. How many initiatives do I need to roll here? I think I rolled not enough.
Roll all the initiatives.
Roll more.
One or more of these Mind Flayers may actually be polymorph NetHack players going for a speed ascension. Just so you know.
Okay. Well, nerds to them.
They're not
And-
going to make it off of the element.
One of them might actually be Zoidberg.
Dr. John Zoidberg.
Jeez, these
No,
are
when you
terrible
s-
rolls.
That
When you
guy's
say
always here.
Zoidberg,
Well, yeah. Funny enough, I did the dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV this morning that has the Mind Flayer as the end boss. It's the Illithid Conspiracy. Galvanth the Dominator is his name.
They couldn't be trusted.
Thought he was going to type Illithid Conspiracy.
More.
Yeah, can I request that we rename the vanilla Mind Flayer?
You
Conspiracy.
can submit that request. Yes.
Okay.
I officially second the request.
That's the name of their ship.
Yeah.
All right.
Illithid Conspiracy.
What does Riot act on?
20.
That's a good number.
That is a good number.
And Kelian
22.
Whoa!
Hey!
That's two more in it.
and Liberation.
22!
I think you did it wrong. And Nath.
I tried.
Nath
but
hacks at 18.
Wow.
Always acts one more than an Illithid. That's his rule.
And Mahogany.
16. Always act one less than an Illithid.
Oh yeah, it's 17, isn't it?
he just wants to group us all together.
I mean, if you want to put me up there, put me up, coach.
I've heard that song twice in the last week, and it was really weird.
All right, is this the formation you guys are?
Oh, I don't.
Hey, Kelian, we can trade. That probably
wait.
would be better.
No, I want to be in the back for a second.
Give me 1 second here.
I feel like when it's Illithid, everybody wants to be in the back.
I know. I only want to be in the back for 1 second. Well, 6 seconds.
All right, here you go, Mahogany. Here's your barrel.
Oh, I love it.
Oh
Keelan,
my
is it alright if
God.
I move you over so I can stand next to
Don't put it on the edge. There's no wall here. If you put it on the edge, it's gonna teeter over and fall.
Well,
Is that
it's away
stick
from
corner?
us, so that's fine.
Well, it should be on my square anyway.
Okay. I mean, that's... So you guys teleport in, and you all are on solid ground. Mahogany's teetering over the edge, holding this barrel, saying, "This is fine." Kelian, from this position, you have functionally perfect shots on the entire floor below you.
Mm-hmm.
And anything on this deck, I will give partial cover to.
Okay.
Because some of this is going to be obscured by the decks that you're standing on. Nobody's able to see clearly into the center of the pool from where you are, because this deck you're on is situated directly above the pool. If you lean out and crane your neck, you can see the pool below you. But anybody that is standing right on the edge of this space risks falling over if they
So what's
get shoved.
directly beneath us?
The pool.
Right.
I think.
Yes,
If I'm reading
you-
this right, because this black spot on the pool is basically where the ladder is,
That's
right?
right. Exactly right. So this ladder goes up from the front of the pool, up through the command deck, and then straight up to...
How far down is the
the
pool?
That's an excellent question. About 60 or 70 feet. It's a long drop,
Whoa!
Alright.
because you got to fall
So-
through two decks.
I guess this is a good time to remind you that I do have the sharpshooter feat, and one of the aspects of the sharpshooter feat is that partial cover and 3/4 cover I don't suffer penalties on.
Sure, you can just make trick shots from up here.
But
So first, Kelian, you got the first move. Here's what you guys see. There's no
Curve the bullet.
standard controls to the ship. It's not the Starship Enterprise. In fact, on this ship, you don't even see, like, the gnomes had like a giant wheel, like on a seagoing vessel, to use to steer the ship somehow. There's nothing of the sort here. This vessel is commanded psionically. The Illithid captain is in this room, and two of his thralls.
Would you
And-
describe the Illithid captain as surprised?
Oh yes, absolutely. You've got the drop on them.
Keelan, you're
I
going
know,
faster than
I'm-
the enemy.
I'm
You rolled
one step
well,
ahead of
Kelian.
you.
Use
I'm
your
one
violence.
step
In before 1-1 on the initiative, or on the attack roll. So
You
are,
may have noticed I just took out my lucky tokens, so
Yeah.
are we?
Hope he has HP.
Are you shooting the captain?
yes.
Would you describe his constitution as high?
Oh god, I hate everything.
What did you roll?
6 and a 2.
You've got lucky tokens!
I got
Well, what
to
does that
spend
hit?
one.
First of all, does that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it might.
does 15 hit?
15 hits.
Yeah!
There you go.
So, good news, because of assassinate, and I have the jump on them, that's automatically critical damage. So,
Ooh.
Be glad you surprised him.
yeah.
I
think
would
we're all-
describe us
we're all
as
glad.
surprising.
Yeah, we are very surprising. Oh, here it comes. Here it
7,
comes.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You guys, I think it's going to be okay that I'm going after him.
Be careful rolling on the table, because we've got a lot of little guys all over
I
the
know,
place, so
I know.
let's-
You can't knock him over.
No,
You
but
don't
when I
fuck
go
up.
to move dice, I might accidentally move little guys out of the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to be deliberate as much as I can.
I'll move some of these d6s over for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Because, yeah, you don't want to accidentally roll my thralls down there.
Yeah, let me remove
there is actually one
thrall,
right here.
thrall range.
Yeah,
There we go. That looks good.
that looks good.
Pretty good.
So this is one crossbow, huh?
Oops,
You missed 2 dice.
Well,
I did miss 2 dice.
It looked okay.
So,
It's looking okay so far.
all right, and the grand total is 60 points of piercing damage.
60 points.
69 points of piercing damage.
Hey,
Nice.
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 The Illithid captain is bloodied as you guys pop in out of nowhere. Absolutely have the drop on. You take the surprise. You take your shot. You put your crossbow right into its mouth? Question mark? And it just starts bleeding profusely from its face.
Nath nods approvingly.
Yeah, the Illithid captain is bloody. Liberation, you also have a surprise round.
Finally!
F-smash.
Finally!
F-smash.
Kelian pulls off the jump.
You assassinated a CR 1/2 guard that one time.
It's true.
So what's Liberation doing here?
Drop kicking this thing.
Drop
Right up
kicking?
against the wall.
There's no wall.
Oh, well then. Sucks to be him.
That's better.
That's even better, yes. So does a 26 hit?
26 does hit.
Okay. That is 10 damage on that.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. I've got his hit points in the wrong spot. There we go. Okay, 10 damage. Are you actually kicking him?
Actually, no,
With a
not.
shove?
Actually, make that 14. I'm sorry, I forgot the extra D4 I get for enlarging myself.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna shove him. I'm going to instead. I'm going to drop. I'm going to kick him, like just straight up, and come overhead with the hand axe,
Okay.
and hopefully embed it in his skull.
Do Illithids
How
have
does-
skulls? I guess they do.
How does a 17 do?
17 will hit.
D6 plus 2 damage. That's 8 more damage. Slashing damage.
I wish I could show you how many hit points this captain has left.
I
I would love to show you.
haven't taken a bonus action yet. Key point: flurry of blows.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure the 9 isn't going to hit. But how about the 21?
That'll hit.
That is 7 more damage.
And the captain is killed.
Rip.
Way to assassinate that captain.
Oh, rip.
Look, give Kelian the thumbs up.
It's going to bring us to Riot.
Yay, murder.
Looking down over the lip of this thing, what does Riot see?
You can see pretty much the entirety of this deck down here. In the couple of seconds that you guys arrived, you basically see confusion down there. Like these 4 Illithids are hearing the sounds above, but they haven't been roused to action yet. Looking down below that, you can see some of the combat deck here.
Okay.
But you don't have a clear line of sight to the pool unless you actually crane your neck out over the bridge.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I might.
Your necks, I mean.
Yeah, I might want to do that because I do want line of sight to that pool.
Okay.
Let's see.
Here's the risk. If you lean out so you can get the pool and you stay there and suffer any kind of attack, I'm going to make you roll a dex check or a dex save to stay a foot on the bridge.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to stay there. I just need to see it while I'm casting the spell.
And they don't have a primary
range
attack.
is 120 feet, so I got no problem there.
It's actually
Let's turn this
121 feet
pool
away.
into a maelstrom.
All right. This is
So
going to be very interesting. Very
30 foot
quickly.
radius.
You go ahead and draw it out if you like.
Okay.
Actually, it looks like the pool is
Line.
it's 30-foot radius, so it's going to be longer than. It's going to be outside the pool too.
2, 3, 6. Grab me a vector paint here. 6.
Whew.
Pretty much everything in here is whirlpooled.
Okay.
Wow.
I actually planned for this.
Mhm.
When I was putting this dungeon together, I was thinking, I know exactly what Nick's
Yeah.
gonna do with this pool.
You can't give me a tempting target like that and not expect me to exploit it.
Are you casting Maelstrom from the Trident?
It's actually a bard spell.
Okay.
I mean, it's a druid spell, but it's a bard spell.
Okay.
So no.
Is it Riot's
One of my
intention for this water to fall onto the deck below? So
Yes.
I mean, it'll get the outer ring of this deck down here, basically,
Right.
flooding down these
I don't-
staircases and things.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to necessarily do damage down there, but it's going to fling a bunch of stuff around.
Okay.
It's going to get wet down there.
And maelstroming in order to get the two guys up at the helm here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these two guys up at the helm, and then probably these two as well.
And the Illithid.
And the Illithid, yeah.
And part
So
of
that's what
this,
I got.
part of this upper stairway as well. Okay, reaching out with your. So does that mean was there a Maelstrom song and I missed it?
I don't know if I ever composed a Maelstrom song. Let me look at my lyrics to see if I ever wrote one.
I don't think we've ever heard one.
Yeah,
Reaching
you
out-
haven't heard one.
I know you've cast a spell in the past.
Yeah.
Reaching out to touch the water, you immediately realize it's not regular water. There's something very, very wrong with it, and your only real exposure to it is adventuring with Nath and previously Elsie Clone. The water is very heavily psionically charged. Other than that, it works like regular water. You start whipping tadpoles and everything around. Nath, do you approve of this?
Yes.
Yes.
We're flushing Illithid babies down the toilet.
So, is Maelstrom concentration spell, or is it just...
It is.
It is.
It's concentration, yeah.
All you know right now is that the effects of the spell, as you were expecting, are going to happen. But
Okay.
you're pretty sure something else will happen, too, because of the nature of this water.
All right.
And-
I'm not keen on remaining craned over the side to find out what that is. I'm going to
Yep.
draw back a little bit.
All right, are you going to stay put in the square, just not craned over now?
Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll stay put in the square,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask Mahogany to get in front of me, give me some cover, because I figure both of these Illithids are going to get mad in a second.
Those are thralls.
Those are thralls.
Oh, these
But
are
they're probably
thralls.
fairly
yes.
tough thralls since they're the
These are not
captains.
lieutenants. I thought there was a captain and 2 lieutenants up here.
Did I say lieutenant? No, I meant thralls.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
All right, then I'm not worried.
No, the lieutenants are down here on the officer's deck.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Riot and Kelian, I mean, you guys, your boots, you're feeling sloshed upon as minor spray of this water. This maelstrom is kicked up through the ladder and up over the edge. That's going to bring us to Mr. Nath.
How high are we above the secondary deck?
About 30 feet.
How high would
Maybe a
I be
little
above
less.
it if I climbed to the top of this ladder?
You'd be above it. You'd be going up another 12 or 15 feet. But this deck, one, does not have a view down. It is completely enclosed.
Okay, I needed to be 50 feet above it to hit them all with a prismatic spray. So let's instead move to the edge, and this guy gets to make a saving throw for Disintegrate. 6th level.
Oops.
Nath, just very matter-of-factly, nothing but hatred on his face, moves to the edge,
We need
throws down his sickly green ray.
We need a word for when you go to click into a new tab, but accidentally click the X to close the program instead. Is there a word for
There's a
that?
button to undo. There's an undo button for that, but I don't remember what it is.
Is that a Constitution save?
I believe it's reflex. Let me double check.
Dexterity.
Yep.
This isn't 3rd edition.
You
Yep.
can
Dexterity.
you can bring the new addition to the grognard, but okay, it's actually the same save either way. I got an 18 on the dex save.
That
Believe it
is
or
the
not.
save DC. No,
Is it-
yeah, they have spell resistance, so.
Does he take half damage or anything?
Yeah. Let me roll that.
clip
Wait, does he
him, but
take half damage? Let me double check.
I think disintegration is like an all or nothing spell.
Listen,
Yeah, I think he gets out of the way of the ray.
this is the one session where I don't have to fastidiously look up every single spell you guys cast. You're on the prime material. They all work like in the book. This 1 week, it's all on you guys. I don't have to look up shit. Except when Nodal wants to cast something, because he's always got an edge case for me.
Nope, he's fine then.
Okay.
He dodges the ray.
So, did you blast the floor instead?
That's up to you.
Yeah, blast the hole in the floor. Go ahead and draw it out.
Okay,
So
10
it's
foot
like
by
a
10 foot
10
cube
foot
of stuff
square.
isn't there anymore.
Well,
So he just dove out the way. So you've essentially just destroyed... This is just a hole now that you can oversee down onto this area
The
of
lower
the ship.
deck.
Is Nath moving or staying put?
I moved already.
Okay, there is no more Illithid captain. He is deadzo.
High five, Kelian. During the
Hey, we're all grouped up now.
Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and skip Mahogany, because this is some nonsense.
alright, Mahogany grabs onto his barrel and looks over the edge and does some quick math in his head. And then says a prayer to Lou, which you're pretty sure sounds just like, check this shit out. And then he moves over here, kicks the barrel off the edge onto this right here, and as he does so, casts Summon Minor Elementals, causing 2 Styx Water cave bears to pop out on the
So here are your cave bears. Go ahead and roll initiative for them.
Yeah.
Looks like I want no part of this.
Oh, you don't have a barrel anymore. It's destroyed. Barrel's gone.
Yeah, that's fine.
No more barrel.
7. No, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. 4.
4?
4.
Sticks bears.
Styx bears. Secret. I've got a secret.
And do the Styx bears have names yet?
I was thinking of naming them Honey and Sticky, but with Sticky spelled like sticks.
Alright, so go ahead. Essentially, you're going to use the stat block for a cave bear. But they have some of the properties of water elementals. For example, they can move like water elementals. They can squeeze through little things. I don't have my monster manual in front of me. Give me 1 second.
They also have some of the properties of sticks.
Oh, we'll get to this. This is going to be...
Would you describe it as messed up?
It's
Like a
pretty
messed up thing to do?
Because Styx water messes up your brain, and that's basically all Illithids have is their brains. Okay, so take the cave bear stat block. Start with that.
Yeah.
From the water elemental stat block, give them water form
Okay.
and freeze. You don't want them to get frozen.
Okay.
They're do they already have multi-attack as cave bears?
Yes.
Okay, give them the damage dice from the water elemental slam attack, but it's going to be slashing damage because they actually have claws.
Okay. Is that in replacement of their normal multi-attack?
It's multi-attack, but instead of 2 slams, they make 2.
Oh, it's 2 slams.
Right.
Got it.
I want to make sure you have the higher damage dice because you're conjuring elementals, not bears.
Yes, got it.
Don't give them the whelm ability,
No.
but on a successful hit, because you made them out of Styx water, whoever they hit is going to have to make a saving throw, an intelligence saving throw, or lose memories, basically. Which will be devastating to anybody who relies on psionics or arcane magic.
Or possibly anyone whose brain is currently being controlled. That might be a good thing or a real bad thing.
There are actually, I forget where it is. There's a hospital somewhere out on the outer plains that uses treatments of Styx water to treat like the maddening effects of the blood war on mortals.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
that's the only thing they could think of to do.
That's clever.
Mahogany, moving or staying put?
I'm gonna move back a little bit, and then because I have a real big feeling that at some point I'm gonna fall off of this thing, I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn into an air elemental.
Okay. Vanilla Mind Flayers are surprised. Question marks. Question marks.
Wait, one of those vanilla Flumphscape flyers at the end of its turn has to make a strength saving throw. Or starts its turn, yeah.
Which one?
This dude
Oh,
here.
yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a strength save.
He's being flushed.
I don't think the 10 is going to do it.
Nah, you're looking for a 19.
God.
So he gets pulled 10 feet into the center of the whirlpool and takes a bunch of bludgeoning damage. So let me roll that up.
This is messed up, you guys. What we're doing here.
Yeah.
Remember that talk we had at the beginning of the session about premeditated murder?
I wouldn't pay him much attention. He
I'm
takes
neutral.
27 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Also, get the good luck getting out of that pool because it's difficult terrain.
Knocking him into the pool, though, you see that the pool itself is not that deep. I mean, he's not submerged in it when he's knocked into it.
The maelstrom is 5 feet deep. It's not like killing. It's not going to drown anybody.
Right,
It's
but
just churning, bludgeoning water.
the pool itself wasn't much deeper than 3 or 4 feet to begin with.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
The water's being kicked up everywhere, but other than that, all the mind flayers are surprised.
I'm just going to point out for the murder thing, my character knows the stat block. It says lawful evil right here.
Oh, I don't know if you guys follow the D&D guys on Twitter, but Mike Merles did a bunch of tweets this week about like all the different alignments that made a lot of people mad.
Of course, alignment makes everybody mad.
I got 2 blocks of question marks here. Who are they? Who even knows? All the thralls are surprised, but 2 of these thralls get to make strength, or I'm sorry, 4 of them get to make strength saves down here.
Looking for a 19.
Nobody got a 19.
All right, they're all. Well, this is interesting. I know that these 2 are going to get pulled 10 feet each,
Okay.
and I'm going to make them.
If you pull these guys 10 feet, they will fall to the lower deck.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and apply your maelstrom damage first.
Should I reroll or just use this for everybody?
Just use the same one for everybody, I guess. That'll be easier.
Okay. Yeah. So that's whatever we had last time. It's another 27 for each of these guys.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta apply a bunch of damage here.
So is this the fantasy equivalent of pooping in someone's cereal?
I don't know that Illithids eat cereal.
They eat the memories of cereal.
They eat Brainios.
I think we're eating the Illithids tonight.
Alright, all
Honey
4
goat
of
brain.
those thralls are bloodied. And I will
Oh,
move...
2 of them might. Did 2 of them take falling damage? Where do
will.
they end up?
They will indeed.